Hello, this is a walkthrough for the most recent journal I've done. This was a book my sister gave me. I can't take responsibility for it. She gave this to me for Christmas. Her name's Jackie S. You may have seen her channel. I'll put a link to the original video she did for this book in the comments. But yeah, so she gave me this lovely book, and her husband John were coming to visit us, so I thought I'd use this book to make a journal of their trip here. So I just used some little stamps from Michaels to make the title there, and put some washi and stickers just to give it a little title on the side. It's a file folder book with all sorts of pockets. Now, it was only a 10-page book for a 2-week visit, so I had to cram it pretty full here, but I think it's come out nicely. Had a nice little flap here where I did the introduction to their trip. So there's a picture of them when we picked them up from the airport, and just some journaling about going to pick them up. So right away on our trip, we took a nice road trip and did some family photos. Just stick a little card in there about going on the trip. Covered the back in washi there to make it pretty. There's a nice little pocket here. I did these titles down the side for all the pages. And then this flips open. We've got some of the family photos that we did while we were away. And actually, let's show you this. There's these lovely little cards on the inside here. So again, got some family photos in there. Did a little flap here to put the list of everyone who was there. Little journaling about it. My fortune cookie fortune. On the back, we've got, it was my grandmother's birthday, so we got this really great photo of her. She was sitting under a skylight, and the way the photos came out just really highlighted her nicely. So just did a little birthday curl. That's just gel pen. It's supposed to be a pink and gold one, but it's mostly gold on this. Then on the back, we've got another little card we can pull out. So I took some photos of the dinner we had that night and our trip home from Moncton. Just the family before we left, a little bit of washi there. Stuck a nice little picture behind here. Because I had such limited space, I was really jam-packing every inch of the journal I could do. So then we've got our next flap here. Didn't put anything in the pocket here. There wasn't anything. My mother has recently started going to the gym with us, so Jackie was very excited to be able to come to the gym since she's been away. So we took a bunch of pictures at the gym. This is me talking to my sister, telling her how to use the machines because she'd never done them before. And then again, we've got the insert at the top. There's my sister working out at the gym with us. On the back, I've got some pictures of a shopping trip we took the next day. The crazy haul we got at Michaels. We went crazy. Some of the stuff we bought actually ended up using in this book. I think these letters were one of them, this washi tape. So again, on the back, we've got the pocket. The format's really consistent. We always have these pockets on the back. Put a few little of the extra photos of things that we bought. Picture of me shopping. We spent a lot of time at Michaels. It was great. And then she came over and helped me organize my stuff. She's the one who has got me into this journaling, so I'm still pretty new to it. So she was helping me get organized and pick out stuff to use in this book. Then we had one little day during the week. Jackie and John were very busy during the week, but of course I was working, so I just had very, very little to say about one of the weekdays. So I just stuck a little journaling tag in there. Used a stencil on the back of it and just put a little sticker on the back to decorate the back a little bit. Then documented our next trip, which was to visit our father. I stuck this little card in here. Ooh, a little bit of sticky there. Jackie and John had come to visit me at work on my lunch break. So again, just did a nice little journaling card there. Again with the stencils. I really like that stencil. It makes a nice background. And then in our pocket here, we had gone out cruising the town that night. So put some photos of one of the local streets here. They've painted and closed off to traffic, so it's really neat to wander around there at night. And then for our inserts, got information about our trip to visit Dad. So that's a nice picture of his house. Came out really nice. Cut this out of he'd given us a flyer for an expo that was in town, so I found a nice thing there. Nice picture of me and my guy. Dad barbecuing for us. And on the back, my best friend had also come with us. She's part of the family, so we got a nice group selfie of all of us under the catalpa tree. My dad has this huge tree in his yard called a catalpa. It's really, really tall. So we all took a nice photo under that. And again, Jackie and I ended up going shopping that day. So again, another little picture of the haul, things that we bought. Sorry, sometimes a little sticky with all the edges there. So our next big event was we do an epic baking day with one of Jackie's friends, Jennifer. Took a picture of her cat. She fosters cats for like feral cats for a shelter. She had 11 cats that day. They're not all hers. I promise she doesn't keep them. So I took some pictures of us doing the baking. We were making spicy praline bacon cinnamon rolls. They were pretty impressive. My sister is actually a pastry chef, so she knows all sorts of stuff. Jen just likes to cook in her spare time. So those two, I called them the masters because they know what they're doing. Whereas I'm the apprentice. I don't know very much about cooking. I don't do a lot of it myself, so they help me out with it. Got some photos of the pre-bake and then the after. They were very, very delicious. And again, I did a little flip out there to say a little bit. And we'd also gone to a movie that day, so I just put my ticket stub on the inside there. I didn't put a lot of ephemera in this book because I was home. It was my sister that was visiting, so, you know, I don't need pieces from all the things here. We had another gym visit, and my boyfriend was starting a new job that day. His first job where he's got to wear a suit every day, so it was kind of a big deal. Wanted to take some pictures of that, and I was very impressed by the amount of weight he can do. So again, just gave him his own little spotlight there. So on the back, again, I added another little journaling tag here. So we'd taken a nice visit to visit our hairdresser. We have this amazing hairdresser we've been seeing for 10 years. Jackie has not been able to replace her, so every time we come home we try and see her. So just a picture of us getting our hair done. That's Jackie pre-haircut, and then the two of us after. So her with her nice haircut and me with mine dyed and cut. Used a little Heidi Swap foil thing there. I'm just learning how to use those, so you can see there's little patches there. I'm getting better at it, but kind of new to them. And we had gone out wandering downtown, found a nice gentleman who took a picture of us there. And I added another little journaling card for a visit we took to see my stepbrother and his girlfriend. They just had a baby, so Jackie was meeting her niece. So just like the other ones, used the stencil on the back, took some pictures of the house they're moving into. Then our last big event for the trip was the trip to PEI. I didn't think I was going to get to go because I had to work on Friday, which is when they were going. And Jackie was packing on Thursday night because they were leaving first thing in the morning. And she said, well, why don't you just come up after work? And you know what? She was right. So that's what I did. Just stuck another little card in there to say why they were going to PEI. John had a bicycle race he was doing. Oops. And then in the flap, we've got just some pictures of when I arrived that night. We had kind of a lazy night. I got there, it was after 10 o'clock, so it was pretty late when I got there since I work late in the day, but that's all right. We went shopping the next day. Mom and my aunt we went to Winners. They wanted to start getting some Christmas shopping done for my grandparents, and I found a few nice little things that I put in there. And then we went out for lunch. We had so much fun. You have to understand, this was the first time we'd all been together for a trip in a very, very long time. So we were having a real girls' weekend. It was great. So we went to Boston Pizza. We were all crazy to get our appetizer, so we took a picture like we were all hoarding it. My sister was the last one to get her lunch, so she had an empty plate. My aunt had just put her coleslaw in front of her, and she made a sad face. And then she got this salad that was huge. We couldn't believe how much food there was, so she made another face for us. So it was just a fun time. We were laughing a lot. Just me and my mom there. This was the huge dessert that we got. It was like 4 inches tall. It was massive. We shared that. And then I actually ran out of pages. This was the last page included in the book, and I still had too much to put in, so I've ended up adding another page here. My sister had given me some scraps from when she made the book in case I needed any scraps, and it's a good thing she did. So we took a little walk out. We found I don't know if it was a stray cat. He was awfully friendly, but we were out looking for foxes. That's why I put this little guy there. There's some that live around my aunt's building, but we didn't find them. So again, we went shopping again. I had to tell Steve I'm cut off after this because I bought so much stuff. It was crazy. But we found all this great stuff on clearance and just went nuts. And then we went to the racetrack. They have a horse racing track and casino there. My sister and I had never been to a horse race before, so we had a lot of fun. We decided to place some bets. This is just my ticket. I wanted to keep it, so I put it in there like a journaling card, put a little title on it. And then that's just the record of our bet. We bet on a horse named Spectacular Future. He did not perform up to his name, is all I'll say about that. But we had a lot of fun. My mother thought it was hilarious watching us, and we got the horse race thing off our bucket list, I guess. So the next day we had to go home. My aunt was very sad, as you could see. It was a great trip, though. And then as soon as we got home, then Jackie and John had to go, so I got one last little picture of them in the airport that my sister took and sent to me. We had to see them off, so it was a really jam-packed couple of weeks. But that is my second journal. It's not going to close right now because I didn't put all the cards away. There we go. It's got a nice little tie there. But yeah, I just wanted to show that to everybody. I'm pretty pleased with it, and I'll make a video for my next project too. Thanks.